Have you ever noticed how some women seem to become even more confident, powerful, and magnetic with age? While the world often associates aging with decline, there's a rare kind of woman who defies expectations. She grows stronger, wiser, and even more unstoppable over time. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Sigma females, independent, self-assured women who walk their own path. But what sets older Sigma females apart? What makes them only get better with age, refining their wisdom, deepening their confidence, and mastering the art of authenticity? In this video, we'll uncover the unique traits that make older Sigma females a force to be reckoned with. From their hard-earned wisdom to their unwavering independence, their constant evolution to their mastery of self. So, if you love content about self-growth, empowerment, and living life on your own terms, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Now let's dive in. Number 1. The authority of experience without arrogance. As we go through life, experience becomes our greatest teacher. Older Sigma females have faced challenges, navigated setbacks, and come out stronger on the other side. They've learned that wisdom isn't just about what you know, it's about how you use it. Unlike those who chase validation, Sigma women don't feel the need to prove themselves. Their confidence comes from lessons learned, not from the need to dominate others. What makes them so powerful is their authenticity. They don't seek attention, yet people naturally gravitate toward them. They understand that true leadership doesn't come from being the loudest in the room. It comes from having a presence that speaks for itself. Whether in their career, relationships, or daily life, they make an impact without forcing it. Their quiet strength makes them even more magnetic. And when they do speak, people listen. Not because they demand authority, but because their words carry the weight of experience. They don't waste energy on proving their worth. They simply embody it. This ability to move through the world with quiet confidence and a sense of purpose is what makes older Sigma females truly unstoppable. Number 2. Catalysts for change, not followers. Sigma females have never been the type to follow the crowd. They think for themselves, question norms, and carve out their own paths. While society often pressures women to fit into certain roles, older Sigma women have long since rejected the idea that they need to conform. They know that true fulfillment comes from living authentically, not meeting other people's expectations. This independent mindset makes them natural catalysts for change. Whether in their careers, personal lives, or communities, they challenge outdated ways of thinking and push for something better. They don't create waves just for the sake of rebellion. When they speak up or take action, it's because they see a better way forward. Many of them become innovators, mentors, or quiet revolutionaries, showing others that there's more than one way to succeed. But they don't just talk about change, they live it. Their lives become proof that you don't have to follow the beaten path to find success and happiness. By staying true to themselves, they inspire others to do the same. Whether it's a younger woman watching from afar or a close friend looking for guidance, Sigma females lead by example, proving that the strongest, most fulfilled women are those who dare to walk their own way. Number 3. Evolution, not stagnation. One of the most powerful qualities of an older Sigma female is her refusal to stay stagnant. While some people become set in their ways over time, she remains open to growth, always seeking new knowledge, experiences, and perspectives. Whether it's picking up a new skill, diving into a passion she never had time for before, or even shifting careers entirely, She understands that personal evolution has no expiration date. This ability to reinvent herself at any age sets her apart. Society often tries to put limits on what women can do as they get older, but a Sigma female doesn't buy into those outdated beliefs. She knows that the best version of herself is always the one she's working toward, not the one she left behind. She welcomes change, not as something to fear, but as a sign that she's still growing, still expanding, still thriving. And in doing so, she shatters the stereotypes about aging. She proves that confidence, ambition, and adventure don't fade with time. They deepen. Whether she's starting a business in her 50s, traveling solo in her 60s, or mastering a new craft in her 70s, she shows the world that life doesn't slow down unless you let it. For a Sigma female, every stage of life is an opportunity to become something more. Number 4, mastery of self. With age, a Sigma female develops an unshakable sense of self. She has spent years learning what truly aligns with her values and what doesn't, cutting out anything that drains her energy or distracts her from her purpose. This deep self-awareness allows her to move through life with clarity and conviction. She no longer second-guesses herself or seeks approval. She knows who she is, and that's enough. One of the biggest transformations she experiences over time is mastering her emotions. While younger years may have been filled with overreactions or self-doubt, she has learned to respond with wisdom instead of impulse. She understands that not every situation requires her energy, and not every conflict needs her engagement. Instead of being swayed by external chaos, she remains centered, choosing her battles wisely and moving with intention. This emotional mastery naturally fuels her confidence. She no longer relies on external validation because she has built her self-worth from within. Whether she's walking into a room full of strangers or standing alone in her convictions, she radiates a quiet power that draws people in. It's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about embodying the kind of confidence that only comes from truly knowing and trusting yourself. Number 5, freedom from external validation. There comes a point in a Sigma female's journey where she stops looking for approval from the outside world. She no longer asks, "Will they like me?" but instead, "Do I even like this?" That shift in mindset is powerful. It allows her to live authentically, making choices that align with her truth rather than what society expects of her. Whether it's the way she dresses, the career path she takes, or the relationships she chooses, every decision is made with confidence, not hesitation. Society often tries to put women into neat little boxes, telling them how they should behave, what they should prioritize, and when it's too late to start something new. But an older Sigma female refuses to conform to those outdated expectations. She knows that her worth isn't tied to age, status, or approval from others. She embraces who she is, flaws and all, without the need to explain or justify herself. And the best part? Her confidence is contagious. Without even trying, she inspires those around her to embrace their own uniqueness. Younger women look up to her, seeing a blueprint for living life on their own terms. Friends and family notice her unshakable energy and begin questioning the limits they've placed on themselves. By simply being herself, she gives others permission to do the same. Number 6, sharpened intuition as a superpower. With time and experience, a Sigma female's intuition becomes razor sharp. She can walk into a room and immediately sense the energy, who is being genuine, who is putting on a show, and who carries hidden motives. It's not magic. It's years of observing, listening, and learning from the patterns of human behavior. While others second-guess themselves, she moves with quiet certainty, knowing when to engage and when to step away. This deep sense of awareness isn't just about reading others, it's about trusting herself. The older Sigma female no longer ignores that gut feeling that once whispered warnings she dismissed in her youth. She knows that intuition is often more accurate than logic alone, guiding her toward the right opportunities and away from unnecessary drama. She doesn't need loud opinions to validate her choices. She listens to the voice within and follows it fearlessly. Her strength lies in her ability to see clearly when the world is clouded by distractions and noise. While others chase trends, seek approval, or get lost in unnecessary conflict, she remains steady. She doesn't react impulsively or let emotions take over. She observes, processes, and then acts with purpose. And that, in itself, is a superpower. Number 7. Transforming regret into lessons. Regret is a weight many carry, but an older Sigma female refuses to let it hold her back. She doesn't dwell on the what-ifs or replay past mistakes with self-judgment. Instead, she sees every misstep as a lesson, every detour as part of the journey that shaped her into the woman she is today. She knows that growth comes from experience, and experience often comes from trial and error. Rather than viewing setbacks as failures, she reframes them as opportunities. A lost job? It led her to a better path. A broken relationship? It taught her what she truly deserves. She doesn't waste energy wishing things had gone differently. She uses those moments to fuel her evolution. Her past doesn't define her. It refines her. And through this resilience, she becomes an example to others. She shows that life isn't about avoiding mistakes, but about learning from them. While some let regret drain their confidence, she turns it into wisdom, proving that the strongest people aren't those who never fall, but those who rise, again and again, with greater strength and purpose. Number 8. Embracing misunderstanding as strength. For the older Sigma female, being misunderstood is not a weakness, it's a superpower. She has never been one to seek approval or follow the crowd. And with time, she has only grown more comfortable in her uniqueness. While others may struggle to fit in, she sees no need to shrink herself for the comfort of others. She knows that true strength lies in embracing who she is, not in conforming to what the world expects her to be. Because of this, she naturally filters out shallow connections. She doesn't waste energy trying to be liked by everyone, nor does she chase validation from those who don't truly understand her. Instead, she surrounds herself with people who appreciate her depth, independence, and authenticity. She values quality over quantity, preferring a few deep, meaningful relationships over a sea of acquaintances who don't truly see her. But even when she stands alone, she stands strong. She doesn't compromise her beliefs, dreams, or identity just to blend in. If people misunderstand her, that's fine. She'd rather be real and alone than inauthentic and accepted. This quiet confidence makes her magnetic, drawing in those who respect her individuality and inspiring others to embrace their own. Number 9. Rewriting the rules of aging. For far too long, society has pushed the idea that aging is something to fear, a slow fade into irrelevance. Older Sigma females reject that outdated belief entirely. To them, aging isn't a decline, it's an evolution. With every passing year, they gain more wisdom, more confidence, and more clarity about what truly matters. Instead of seeing age as a limitation, they see it as a source of power. They also redefine what it means to be beautiful and relevant. While the world may obsess over youth, The Sigma female knows that confidence is far more attractive than trying to conform to unrealistic expectations. She embraces her appearance, her experiences, and her journey without apology. Her energy is no longer wasted on trying to meet someone else's standard. She defines beauty on her own terms. Most importantly, she focuses her time and energy on things that truly matter. Whether it's mentoring others, building something meaningful, or simply living life on her own terms, she refuses to let age dictate her impact. She understands that experience is one of the most valuable assets a person can have, and she uses it to shape the world around her. In doing so, she proves that the best years aren't behind her. They're the ones she's creating right now. Number 10. Wisdom beyond experience. With time comes experience, but for the Sigma female, wisdom goes even deeper. It's not just about what she has been through, it's about how she has learned to see the world. She no longer reacts to situations at face value. She understands the layers beneath them. She can read between the lines, sense unspoken emotions, and recognize patterns that others overlook. This deeper insight allows her to move through life with a level of awareness that feels almost effortless. Her perspective is one of balance. While some let emotions cloud their judgment and others rely solely on cold logic, the older Sigma female has mastered the art of merging both. She listens with empathy, but doesn't let emotions control her decisions. She strategizes with logic, but never loses her humanity. This makes her not only a powerful force in her own life, but also a source of wisdom for those around her. Without trying to lead, she naturally influences others. People are drawn to her quiet confidence, her ability to remain calm in chaos, and her way of offering guidance without forcing her views. Whether through deep conversations, leading by example, or simply being someone others feel safe confiding in, she becomes a source of inspiration. Her wisdom isn't loud, but it's undeniable, and that's what makes it so powerful. The journey of a Sigma female proves that age isn't a limitation. It's a superpower. Every experience, challenge, and lesson only sharpens her mind, strengthens her spirit, and deepens her wisdom. She doesn't fade into the background with time. She steps further into her power, embracing the full force of who she has become. Society may try to impose limits on aging, but she rewrites the narrative, showing that the best years aren't behind her. They're still unfolding. Wherever you are in life, know that your story is far from over. Growth doesn't stop. Reinvention is always possible, and your value isn't defined by external expectations. Whether you relate to the Sigma female or are simply inspired by her way of moving through the world, remember that every year is an opportunity to become even more aligned with who you truly are. If you found this video empowering, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on self-growth and independence. And as always, keep evolving, keep thriving, and I'll see you in the next one.